Okay, so here I am live on YouTube. This is cool. I've never done this before. Hey guys, this is my kitchen. Welcome to Everyday with LA. I'm just going to adjust my webcam settings real quick so that it's a little bit brighter in here. Let's see, a little bit brighter. There we go. All right, and now I'm gonna go Instagram Live. This is exciting. Okay, hi everybody. It's LA. Welcome to Everyday with LA. I am also live on YouTube. So yeah, I've never done this before. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Today in the kitchen, I am making green chili chicken enchiladas. So I'm really excited about it. It's a lovely, very simple Mexican dish. This recipe that I'm doing is very much Americanized, but it's going to be delicious nonetheless. I'm trying to keep it authentic by using corn tortillas and jalapenos and green chilies, trying to keep it authentic, but also very easy because I know I don't have a lot of time in the evening to cook. So let's get started, shall we? I'm just going to let everybody know, yes, that we're starting a live video. Okay, so first things first, everybody. You need to have 4-ounce can of green chilies. You need to have corn tortillas, cheddar cheese, Monterey Jack cheese. Typically, this recipe is used with queso fresco or different types of authentic Mexican cheese, but Monterey Jack cheese is more common, so that's why I put that in the recipe. You need some cooking spray. You need garlic powder, onion powder, cumin, black pepper, and salt, and some vegetable oil, and diced tomatoes, and fresh cilantro. Let me make sure we got our fresh cilantro. What do you think this is, huh? Making enchiladas without fresh cilantro. Here we go. Okay, guys, so super, super easy recipe. Oh, duh, you need shredded chicken. I got my shredded chicken from a rotisserie chicken, and I just shredded it. Make sure that you don't get any bones or anything in your shredded chicken. Make sure that you, hi, Neil Sarap. Thank you for tuning in. So here's my shredded chicken that I got from a rotisserie chicken. Here's the remainder of that chicken. Yes, I cleaned it really clean. Make sure you don't get any bones or anything in it. So next step, after you have all your ingredients laid out, you want to get your cheeses together in a bowl. So right now I have the Monterey Jack cheese right there. You need about 3 cups of it, and going to add my cheddar cheese. Need about 1 cup of that. Like I said, this recipe is usually used with queso fresco, but local supermarkets oftentimes do not have that, so we're using Monterey Jack cheese, which gives it a nice sharp flavor along with cheddar cheese. So you go ahead and you mix your cheeses just like that. Voila. All right, so next step in the kitchen. Go ahead up to your oven and preheat it to 375. The chicken is already cooked. The only reason we're putting it in the oven to bake is to make sure that that ooey gooey cheese gets all melted. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about. And actually, this recipe is also gluten-free. Corn tortillas are naturally, there you go, gluten-free. So if you have a gluten-free diet that you are strict to, then this is a good recipe for you. Thank you guys again for tuning in on Facebook, and thanks for tuning in on Instagram. Okay, so we have our oven preheated to 375. Now we need to spray our pans. All right. To keep it from not sticking. Oh my gosh, this stuff is like really potent. You have to like open a window when you use it sometime. Don't inhale that. It is some strong stuff. Okay, now that that's ready to go. By the way, guys, this is going to be really interesting. Me using, hello, Chef Pascual Sorrentino. Let me try that again. Chef Pascual Sorrentino. Thank you so much for tuning in. You have such an interesting last name. Thank you. So we have our cheeses mixed. We have our chicken standing by, and we just sprayed our pans. So now we're going to get a large bowl and mix together our cooked chicken. Large bowl. I think this is large enough, huh? It's the largest bowl that I got. All right, so in goes 3 cups of cooked chicken. Voila. And then only half of our cheese, because the other half is going to go on top. And you're going to get nice melted ooey gooey cheese on top. So half of our cheese. Next, we're going to be adding our canned green chilies. So if you can use authentic, that would be ideal. But then again, depending on where you live, it might not always be available to you to have it fresh. So canned green chilies works just fine. All right. I can make it stand up like that. Enchilada is a traditional Mexican dish. Enchilada literally means in chilies. So that's why the chilies are a very important element. And if you don't have chilies in this recipe, do you really have enchiladas? I don't think so. And also, traditionally, enchiladas are spicy, so I'm going to be adding some diced jalapenos. You don't have to, but then again, they are traditionally... Tasty sound of those chilies coming out of that can. They are traditionally spicy, so I would recommend adding a little spicy element here. In this moment too, when I'm adding the cheese and the chicken and the green chilies, you can also add other ingredients like diced tomatoes or your jalapeno peppers. Okay, so let's see what else is next. We have cooked chicken, cheese, green chilies. Okay, our spices. So our spices include onion powder and garlic powder and cumin. And if you want, you can sneak a little sazon in there. I mean, I put sazon in everything. So let me show you guys. So we got some garlic powder. Delish. Fresh garlic is great too. But this recipe is meant to be quick and easy. You come home, it's Friday, you worked all day. Did you want to work today? I don't know, up to you. I know that some days when I come from work, I'm just super exhausted. Here's the cumin. And I just want to make a delicious meal for my husband and myself that's not going to break the bank and that I can pop in the oven real quick. Literally, once we mix the stuff up and we stuff the tortillas, this recipe is going to be super, super fast. Okay. Guys are still watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. Jalapenos. Who out there likes jalapenos? Should I make this dish spicier? I think so. Comment below if you want me to make this dish spicier. I'm going to just go for it. Here we go. So ideally, I would cut this on a cutting board, but I want you guys to see what I'm doing. So my husband's going to love me for adding these jalapenos. Me, on the other hand, I don't know if I can handle the spice. I remember one time I was making pico de gallo, and I was cutting up the jalapenos, and I washed my hands, but I didn't wash it very thoroughly. And so later on, I was just minding my own business, scratched my eye. Ah! Fire, pain, searing through my eyeball. It was horrible, and it hurt so badly. First, I tried putting water on it, just spread it down my face. And then I tried pouring milk in my eye. I did. Didn't work. I don't recommend doing that. So yeah, wasn't bad enough to go to the emergency room, but it was still pretty friggin' bad. All right, so now I'm mixing everything by hand. Make sure you wash your hands when you start this recipe. Hot water, warm to hot water for about 10 to 15 seconds, up the arm a little bit, is serve safe required. All right, jalapeno, green chilies, shredded chicken, cheese, spices. Guess what? Your filling's done. Your filling's, that's it. I'll wash my hands real quick. I smell like cumin. Cumin just smells like authentic Mexican cuisine. It's your go-to. If you ever want to get that Latin flair in a spice, definitely recommend cumin. Thank you guys so much for watching and tuning in. All right, so now we have our filling. Let me look at my recipe. Mix everything together. Okay, so now we need to get our tortillas ready. So the first time that I made this recipe, right, I followed this recipe online and it said to microwave them in a damp towel for a couple seconds. Guess what? It just made my tortillas mushy. And then later on when I would cook them and we ate them, it just kind of disintegrated. I think that's a common thing with enchiladas. You have to use corn tortillas. You can make enchiladas with flour tortillas, but then I don't even think it's an enchilada anymore at that point. Traditional enchiladas are made with corn tortillas. So I'm using this brand. But what's tricky with corn tortillas is they're not quite as pliable. This one actually is pretty good. But sometimes they can like break because they're not quite as pliable as flour tortillas. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna quick fry our tortillas. All right, so I got my pan ready here. This is nice. I'm not accustomed to being able to cook with both hands when I do my Instagram videos. Okay, so add some vegetable oil. Enough so it's deep fried a little bit. All right, let me get that started. There are different types of enchiladas. You can have enchiladas rojas with like a red enchilada sauce. We're making enchiladas verdes today. You can make enchiladas con mole with like a yummy mole sauce. There's so many different types, and what I love about enchiladas is you can use whatever's left over. It doesn't have to be chicken enchiladas. It can be beef. It can be just cheese enchiladas. It's really good when you have leftovers to just put it together. Okay, so I am heating my oil in this pan, and I have a plate here that I'm going to line with paper towels so that we don't have the tortillas being too oily. Okay, so once that's nice and hot, we're gonna just quick fry these. So they're not gonna spend a lot of time in the oil cooking. It's going to be just until they start to get a little bit bubbly. That's when we just pull them out and put them here. It's just enough to make them a little bit cooked, a little bit malleable. That makes sense. How are you guys doing out there? If you're enjoying this, please give me a wave or a thumbs up. Thank you again for tuning into how to make green chili chicken and enchiladas. Blah, blah, blah. Don't judge me. So how I decided to do this recipe is I invited you all to join me in cooking along with me virtually, and I asked everybody what they would be interested in learning how to cook. And they just said they wanted, the most common thing I heard from people was something delicious, something that can feed a large number of people, and something that's fast and easy. And this is a great recipe because you can also, it makes enough that it can feed a good amount of people. And if you find that you have too much, you can always freeze it. And this freezes very, very well, so you can eat it throughout the week. You can freeze it, come back to it in a couple of days and have it again. Super, super easy. Okay. So how I tell if the oil is ready is I just put a little bit of water. All right, it's not ready. If it sizzles, then it's ready. Or you can put a little bit of even like the tortilla. All right, in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and chop up my tomatoes. I'm gonna garnish on top of my enchiladas. Okay. You all can still see me back there? Awesome, sweet. I'm gonna chop up this tomato. Look at me, I grabbed the bread knife. Cuckoo! For Cocoa Puffs, I really appreciate adding fresh jalapeno and tomatoes to this recipe because it is a decadent recipe. It has a lot of cheese, but I also need some fresher elements to cut through the fattiness of the cheese, if you know what I mean. And you do have the green chilies, but I just need a little bit something extra, you know? So these you could mix them right into that mixture that we had, or you can sprinkle it on top, which I'm going to do because it makes for a really nice presentation. Ooh, I hear the oil speaking to me. Ooh, it is speaking to me. All right, I turned down the heat a little bit because it seemed a little angry. So I'm just going to give it a minute to calm the frick down, oil, and then we'll wrap some tortillas. So if you're still watching, what's your favorite Mexican dish? What would you like to see me make next on my channel? I'm always up for new and exciting recipes. You know, my husband and I, we get tired of the same old. We live in rural Western Maryland where we don't have diverse cuisine. So we have had to adapt, and now we cook it for ourselves. So, all right. You hear that sizzle? That's a good sizzle. All right. Show you guys what I'm doing. All right. Just gonna quick fry it till it gets kind of bubbly. See it happening there? So you can tell this one's already like broken a little bit. Can I sneak another one in there? Just want to cook it a little bit. This is going to keep it from not disintegrating when we cook it in the oven. And it's also going to give it a nice extra crispness, which, why not, right? This one I can feel it's a little bit more durable. Un poquito duro. All right. So this recipe calls for 14 corn tortillas. So we're just going to do this with 14 corn tortillas. Growing up, disclaimer, I am not Mexican. I am Ecuadorian American, Ecuadorian Italian American. So growing up, cooking in the kitchen was definitely diverse. But we did eat a lot of tortillas because they're affordable. And, you know, corn tortillas are actually a little bit healthier than flour tortillas. I'll sneak another one in there. I think that was a bad idea. So it's always really nice to just keep like a thing of corn tortillas in the fridge at your house because you can make so many things with it. You can make tacos. I put too many in here. You can make tacos. You can make enchiladas. You can make migas, which is this yummy Mexican breakfast dish with like cut up corn tortillas. Super good. It smells so good in the kitchen right now. Nothing like delicious fried tortillas. While those are cooking, just a reminder, I am doing a promotion, see what I did there, for Every Day with LA. You could be entered in a chance to win this awesome Bon Appetit t-shirt, along with a mug and some sazon, my favorite spice to have in the kitchen. All you have to do is go to my Instagram and enter in the competition. to win this. It was just a way for me to give back to my followers for being interested in my channel and what I'm doing. So thank you again for following along with me and for cooking along with me. I really appreciate it. This has been so much fun. Thank you guys. All right, we're almost done here. Fry, baby, fry. Actually, shall we play some? Okay, Google, play royalty-free Mexican music.
Playing Mexican Serenade royalty-free music on YouTube Music.
There we go. Now we're cooking. Okay, YouTube, you can't pull my video. It's royalty-free. Marion! What are you doing, puppy? Want some corn tortillas? She smells it too. She said, dame una tortilla, mami. I just destroyed that one. I think this song is saying preview in the background. Hopefully the next song doesn't do that. Preview. As Dora the Explorer would say, delicioso. Okay, Google, play royalty-free Latin music.
Sure. Here's a YouTube Music playlist called Royalty-Free Music, Salsa and Latin Flavors.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, I don't know what that other video was. That's a good texture. Flash frying them. If you guys have any questions while I'm cooking, feel free to let me know. Ooh, there's a little bit of tortilla that broke off. It's hot. So good. You don't want them to get too hard because then they're going to stay a flat shape. You know what I mean? All right, after these two, I'm going to stop. Where's my husband? I need someone to salsa with. Do you guys know how to salsa? Want a virtually salsa with me? See, it's still pliable. I didn't cook it too long. Look at all that delicious oil. See, it's still, I can still fold it over. That's good. Alright, I think I'm going to make a few more, but we'll just stop there for now so that I can show you guys. Don't get the oil very, very hot. Be careful. Alright, to our seasoning, to our stuffing, I'm going to add also salt and pepper to taste. And if you really want to, Sazon Goya, please. Little people. Just a little. Alright, it's going to give this lovely orange color to our food. And just another element of flavor. Sazon means seasoning in Spanish. And this one is con cilantro y achote. Delicious. Just going to mix this up real quick. This doesn't sound Latin. Alright, everybody. I smell the spices. Oh, it smells good. Okay, so now you need 2 cans of green chili enchilada sauce. You can make green chili enchilada sauce yourself, but that would be a whole other video. It's a little bit more time consuming, but if you're looking for something quick and easy, okay, Google, lower the volume. Can't think. Okay, Google, lower the volume even more. If you're looking for something quick and easy, then this stuff will do. So I'm going to, in another bowl, put our green chili sauce. So Americanized versions of this dish. Okay, Google, it's too loud. This Google Home Mini is going to make me into a bossy pants. All right. So Americanized versions of Mexican enchiladas really like smothers enchiladas in this sauce. So the recipe that I'm going by calls for 2 cans, but we might not honestly need that much. So we'll start with 1 can for now. The original recipe calls for 2. There you go. Mine's mild. Tasty. But if you want, you can find a spicier enchilada sauce if you like your enchiladas spicier. Go figure. Okay, so here's where we do the making of the enchiladas themselves. So let me see. Let's put the cheese over here. Oh, I have some friends visiting. Mary, Yep, now boo boo. All right. So I have my mixture. Chicken, cheese, green chilies, jalapenos, my tortillas, and I need sour cream, please. Okay. So each enchilada is going to take, let's see how much. 2 teaspoons of sour cream and 1/3 cup of the chicken mixture. Just eye it. Take your tortilla. Should be cool by now. And dip it in the enchilada sauce, okay? This is authentic. Put it here. Now we're gonna add a little bit of sour cream. I like to use the squeeze package. It makes it a little less messy. Okay. Now, I'm gonna add a little bit of our chicken mixture. There we go. Make sure it's not overflowing. Well, you see that? All right, now I have to do this one-handed, people. All right. That was kind of a success. I think the other ones I'm definitely gonna have to use both hands if y'all don't mind. So let me turn this around. Thank you so much if you're still watching. I really appreciate it. These are gonna be so good. I wish you could be here to eat them with me. Let's do it again. So step 1, dip it in the sauce, right? Oliver. All right, place it in your pan. What's next? Sour cream. Yes, sour cream. All right. Spread it out a little bit. And then our delicious mixture. That's it, guys. And you just repeat this process until you're out of tortillas or out of mixture. Make sure that you don't overflow it, like I just did. You just don't need to be able to fold it over. All right, now I'm going to use 2 hands. Fold it like you would a burrito. Oh my gosh, I feel the crispiness. I know when I bite into these, it's going to be super crispy and lovely. All right, what's next? Tortilla. Enchilada sauce. All right. Now what? Do you remember? Hello, burning snowman. We are actually just creating the enchiladas now. We did all the boring stuff, so you tuned in right at the best time. Adding sour cream to our corn tortilla that we quick fried and dipped in our enchilada sauce. So now I'm adding sour cream and our chicken and cheese and green chili and jalapeno mixture. Spices added to the mixture include cumin, salt and pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, and sazon, my favorite. Okay, Google, a little quieter, please. Thank you so much for tuning in. All right, let's dip the tortilla in the enchilada sauce. Here we go. What's next? Sour cream. Awesome. All right, now our mixture. These are super tasty and they would make a really delicious dish for Cinco de Mayo or just for Mexican Fridays or Mexican Tuesdays. Thank you, Nia Sarah. Wish you could try these. They're gonna be super delicious, I'm telling you. All right, I have other people that are tuning in on Facebook Live. Hello, thank you so much for tuning in. I know that some of you are home right now cooking along with me, and I really appreciate that. The idea of being able to cook with friends from across the country, even though we're not in the same house, is super amazing to me, and I'm really happy that I can spend my evening with you all. Thank you. They do look amazing, don't they? All right. Uh-oh, we have some visitors. What's wrong? You guys want some enchiladas? Want some enchiladas? Whenever I start cooking and they smell the food, they come in the kitchen and see what I'm doing. All right. Now it's just a little mundane. Corn tortilla. So dipping the corn tortilla in the enchilada sauce is very, very traditional. It helps again with it being more pliable. You don't want an enchilada that tastes like corn mush. And I have made enchiladas like that before, just following bad recipes. But it has made me the better chef going through, trying different recipes. Okay. They smell amazing. If you have any questions while I'm cooking, please let me know. I'm here to help you cook and to answer your questions. Okay, Google, raise the volume. There we go. Can't cook Mexican food without Mexican music. Music and food go hand in hand. Just the texture of these tortillas, if you could feel them, the texture is fantastic. I know when I bite into them, it's going to be crispy, lovely, amazing. Dip it in the enchilada sauce. Thank you so much for tuning into Facebook Live, guys. I really appreciate it. All right. This again, I don't know what this is. This doesn't sound like Mexican music. Okay. Oh, Google. I know you're just a robot, but you should know the difference. All right, I can fit one more into this pan, and then I'm going to put them into the oven and start on my next pan. I know, right? I know. It is Latin music, isn't it? I did ask for Latin music, so I shouldn't be complaining. How cool is it in this day and age, y'all, that we can interact and engage with one another across the country? And I can cook alongside my friends, my followers, even though you're not here with me, and we can enjoy the same meal at the same time. So cool. Okay, everybody, let's see right now what I have made. It is gorgeous. I'm telling you, it's gorgeous. I know, right? See that? Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is going to get topped with, you guessed it, freaking cheese. All right, I'm going to be like the people at Olive Garden. Say when. Say when! And then you go through an entire block of cheese and you're like, and the waiter's like, you didn't say when. And you're like, I know, get another block of cheese. This is going to go into the oven for just 20 minutes. 20 minutos. Just enough to melt the cheese. All right, I'm gonna go do that and then get started on my other pan. Into the oven. Fantastic. Brilliant. And actually, that should be around the time when my hubby gets home. Won't he be surprised? This is so hard cooking with one hand. But we're making do, right? We're making do. All right, guys, you still watching? You still interested? Thank you guys so much for watching and tuning in with Everyday with LA, how to make green chili chicken enchiladas. Keeping my hands fresh and clean. The green chili sauce can get a little messy. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. All right, let's see. All right, our second pan. I think I'm gonna have to fry up some more tortillas actually, so let me do this. And work simultaneously. Green chili sauce. I'm digging these Latin vibes. I was hating on it earlier, but I'm digging the Latin vibes now. Still a little salty. All right. I'm gonna get a spoon to help spread this a little bit. Here we go. Yes, just like that. Perfect. Here goes the stuffing. Have you guys ever been to Mexico? I did when I was in college. I went to the Yucatan Peninsula. And truly, they have like some of the best cuisine in the entire world. You know what I mean? But even when I was there, and I ate some of the best Mexican food I've ever eaten, I still craved my mama's cooking. You know? Nothing beats mama's cooking. All right, we have these tortillas. So some of these, actually, I don't know if it's because, no, it's because I overcooked them. Like this one. It won't fold very well. Guess I gotta eat it. Nothing like a delicious corn tortilla cooked just right. Hello! SWFL, food and drinks. Thank you so much for tuning in. Right now I am just forming my green chili enchiladas. I took the tortilla, which I flash fried, in some vegetable oil, and I'm dipping it in the enchilada sauce. Now I'm putting it in my pan. Going to add sour cream. And guys, you don't have to use sour cream. You can use Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt works just as well. And it's a little bit healthier. Or you can skip the sour cream or Greek yogurt altogether. And I'm gonna fold it up like a beautiful baby in a blanket. Beautiful chicken enchilada baby. All right, let's fry up these other tortillas. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let's check the timer. 16 minutes. All right, we might actually need both canned enchilada sauce. Hello, Monster. Thank you for joining in. You are awesome. So right now I have my corn tortilla, which I quick fried, and I'm dipping it into ooey, yummy green chile verde sauce. So after that, I put it in my pan, just like this, and then I get some sour cream. You know what this is. Bam! I never said I was a healthy chef. And I'm going to take it and just smooth it inside, like so. Then I take my filling, which consists of cooked shredded chicken, Monterey Jack, cheese, regular cheddar cheese, green chilies, jalapenos, and for our seasoning we have cumin, salt and pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, and sazon, my favorite. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is going to be so good. Like I was saying before, I love the fact that I'm able to tune in with you guys and cook with you, even though we're not in the same state or even in the same country. I really appreciate it. Hello, Anna. How are you? Thank you so much for tuning in. Right now, I am actually making the enchiladas themselves. We mix the chicken mixture together already, and we quick fried our tortillas. So I'm actually quick frying one right now. Why I do that is I've made chicken enchiladas before where they kind of disintegrate when you eat them, and that's because you're using corn tortillas and they're very, very fragile. So if you fry them first before putting in the ingredients and folding them, it gives them a crispiness, which is going to be amazing when you eat them. And it also makes it a little bit more pliable. So after you flash fry the corn tortilla, you dip it in your green chile verde sauce, just like that. Put it right into your pan. All right, do you guys know what's next? Sour cream, baby. Add a little bit of sour cream. There we go. Make a nice even line down, like that. Hi, Marion. Do you smell my chicken enchiladas? And then you add your filling. I am simultaneously flash frying some corn tortillas, so don't mind me. All right, so now you have your tortilla with your filling, and then you just gently fold it like you would a burrito or something. And you place it both sides down, just like that. All right, and then you just keep going. Super easy. This recipe, you can even, you can freeze it when you're done with it. It'll freeze for a really long time, and it'll feed you and your loved ones for many days. Let's say hi. Hi. Hello. You want some enchiladas? Say, sí, señorita. Yo quiero enchiladas. My puppy is bilingual, just so you guys know. Okay, so now here is the quiz. What do I do with my tortilla? I dip it in my green chile verde sauce. Green chile enchilada sauce, which you can get at the supermarket already pre-made, or you can make it yourself. Then what do I do? Into the pan. Then what do I do? Sour cream. You can use Greek yogurt also if you would like. Plain Greek yogurt if you want a little healthier option. It's totally up to you. Just gonna keep on frying these tortillas. All right. Got my sour cream and my chicken mixture. I used a rotisserie chicken, and I just totally took all the meat off of it. See this? Here we go. Thank you guys for watching. It feels really good that I can cook along with you. And then both sides down. I'm also on YouTube Live. Thank you guys for tuning in to me while I'm on YouTube Live. Cooking in the kitchen today, making green chile chicken enchiladas. Ooh, I think we're running low on green chile sauce. I have more. Hi, Marion. You want to dance? You want to dance? We'll dance in a little bit. She loves to dance with me when I'm cooking. If I were a can opener, where would I be? Here it is. All right, so this is the green chile sauce that I'm using. It's Old El Paso, and I got the mild version. If you want, you can get a spicier version. Hello, Tessa, for joining. Thank you, I appreciate it. I'm gonna just wave at you. Technology, right? All right, so this is the green chile sauce that I'm using. You can make your own. It's just a little bit more time consuming, and I ain't got all day. You got all day. So don't judge me if I use canned enchilada sauce. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in. So I'm just gonna dump my enchilada sauce into this bowl. Aha! My kitty cat and Marion are right here. They're really excited about my cooking. All right, so here's an example of a tortilla that has been overcooked because I got distracted. Okay. So eat that tortilla. Let's try again. When you flash fry these tortillas for your enchiladas, it's only like a minute or something. It's just enough to get it a little bit cooked so it's malleable. When it starts to like bubble a little bit, then you know it's good. So this one, overcooked. But this one will do. Into the green chile sauce. Oh my gosh, that crispiness. I'm telling you, the crispiness is going to be worth it. Let me lower the volume of the temperature. Okay, sour cream. Onto our tortilla. And then our mixture of chicken, Monterey Jack cheese, cheddar cheese, jalapenos, green chilies. Oh my gosh, it's got a big chunk of jalapeno in it. I'm going to give that one to Erin. Hi, how are you? Thank you so much for tuning. You guys are awesome. Thanks for watching. Just folding over my enchiladas now. Enchilada. That's how you say it, right? All right, just flash fry my tortilla. All right, put that there. We're almost done. I think I just can make like 3 more. I have some in the oven right now that are cooking, so they're gonna be done real quick. And I have some tomatoes that I chopped up and some fresh cilantro. So thank you guys for watching. It's gonna be delicious. So here's another example. Even though it looks like it's evenly cooked perfectly well, I still cooked it too long because it won't bend very nicely. That's why it's super important when you're flash frying these, just do it super, super fast. Just enough so that it's a little bit cooked, like just a couple of, like not even a minute. Like this one's perfect. Bam. No tortilla left behind. All right. So we take our tortilla, right? And we dip it in our green chile sauce, just like that. And it helps with the malleability. Is that a word? And also with it sticking together. So now we gotta get the sour cream, baby. You know what this is. You know how we do. Sour cream. And then our chicken and cheese mixture. This is fun multitasking. Look at me. Rotisserie chicken, Monterey Jack cheese, cheddar cheese, green chilies, jalapeno, cumin, salt and pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, sazon. You know how we do. You see me fold on this thing? I could eat this right now, baby. Right into the pan. Just nestle in it. Hi, Valerie. Thank you for joining. All right. This is a messy dish. Let me wave at Valerie. Hi, Valerie. All right. I'm in Instagram Live right now and YouTube Live, making green chile chicken enchiladas. So I'm almost done. I have a pan already in the oven, cooking. Let me see. 1, 2. I think that's it. So what I'm doing right now is I have everything mixed up. I have my corn tortilla. Enchiladas are traditionally made with corn tortilla. You can make it with a flour tortilla, but I don't know what. I think that's something different. I think that's a burrito. We're making enchiladas. Corn tortilla, traditional. Quick fried it, just like less than a minute in some vegetable oil. Now I'm dipping it in green chile enchilada sauce. Delicious. This helps it with its pliability and also with sticking. I'm gonna put it right in the pan. And I'm gonna add sour cream. Okay, that came out really That came out really fast. Oh my god, don't judge me. Alright, whoever gets this one is gonna be pleasantly surprised. Alright, got my sour cream down. Now, my chicken and cheese mixture with green chiles. Make sure you don't overload it like I'm kind of doing right now. You still need to be able to fold it. You don't want to, hi Natalie. Thank you. You still want to be able to fold it, so here we go. I may have put a little too much filling. Oh my gosh, I already feel the texture. Right in the pan, fold side down. Bingo. Whoa, your hands are messy. I can't stand having messy hands. You know what I mean? I can't stand having stuff in my hands. It makes me crazy. Hey, Boo Boo Natalie, thanks for joining. All right, we can make one more. So let's do this together, shall we? We have a corn tortilla, which I quick fried to make it more bendable and malleable. Unlike flour tortillas, corn tortillas can break easily, so this is helping us make it more foldable. Into the green chile sauce. Oh yeah, just drown it in that sauce. Into your pan directly. Sour cream. I'm digging this Latin music. Sour cream! You know who this is. I never said I was a healthy chef. You want some healthy cooking? You're gonna need to go elsewhere. Thank you, Anna. I think it's beautiful too. So here's my filling. This is gonna be the last one. I still have some more filling, so actually I can make a few more, but I'm gonna actually stop. Because my YouTube video is almost an hour long. All right, don't go crazy with the filling, y'all, okay? Now fold it like a beautiful baby. Fold side down. Ooh. You see that? It's all gonna taste the same. I think that one was a little kind of dry. I think I just put like an entire jalapeno in my mouth. I did! Send help! I saw it while I was taking the bite in the video. I saw the green. Woo! It's hot! But it's tasty. All right, guys. So let me show you what it just looks like. All right, delicious. So if you want to right now, you could pour a little bit extra. Sorry, I'm like dying over here. Enchilada sauce. I think Americanized versions of this dish like really drown them in enchilada sauce, and you don't really need to do that. Rest in peace, y'all. My throat. Okay, let's see. Ooh, these have been in for 20 minutes. There are 2 minutes left. Oh, yes. Look at that, people. I forgot to add cheese. I'm sorry, that jalapeno threw me for a loop. Woo! Look! Okay, so the remainder of your cheese you're going to sprinkle on. Bam! All right. I see that we're favoring the center of this dish. Ooey gooey cheesy goodness. Put in the oven at 375 for 20 minutes. The chicken and everything is already cooked. This is just to help the cheese melt. So, that jalapeno was spicy. Have you ever like chopped up jalapenos and like washed your hands and like forgot about it and like rubbed your eye? Ask me for a friend. I've done that. It's the worst. All right, we got 1 more minute on that, and then once I take it out, I will put this one in. In the meantime, our toppings. Bingo. Got some fresh tomato here. I was saying how I like to add some fresher elements to this dish. Even though like it's a very fast dish that uses a lot of canned ingredients, if I can incorporate any like fresh ingredients too, that would be amazing. And that will really like liven this dish. So I have some tomato here that I chopped up and some fresh cilantro. Oh my god, it's so much! $1. It's time. Woo! I think it can settle in there for a little bit longer while I cut up some fresh cilantro that I'm going to use for my garnish. All right, so make sure you wash your herbs because I have chopped down on some crunchy herbs that were not washed thoroughly by my local supermarket. Okay, I guess I went live for too long and it kicked me off. All right, so chopping up my fresh cilantro, I have it nice and washed. Are you one of those people that loves cilantro or hates it? I think it's like either you love it or you hate it. Hello, thank you so much for coming back, even though Instagram disconnected me. Fresh cilantro, culantro, and fresh tomatoes, and I'm gonna use it as a garnish. So, do you like cilantro? Or do you hate it? I heard that it's a neurological thing, that some people can't stand the taste of cilantro. I think I'm actually one of those people that can't like stand the taste. Well, I smell cilantro sometimes and it makes me think of like other things that are not appealing. But I have grown up eating it so much that it doesn't even matter at this point. All right, let me go get the enchiladas that are done being made in the oven. All right, let me see here. Woo! You know what I'm talking about. I'm sorry, I'm one of those woo girls. Before, after. See what I'm saying? Ooey gooey deliciousness. And now what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna bring over this stuff. Ready? And for my Facebook people, let me turn this up a little bit so you can see. There you go. All right, we're gonna finish off this with some. Thanks, Anna. I think they turned out really well too. Add some tomatoes. You know why? Because Mexico has red in their flag. And anytime you can add some red, and it has green in their flag too, and some green, it just pays tribute to the country that made this dish. Voila. Guess what, y'all? We're done. We did it! Green chile chicken enchiladas. And actually this one here, I'm going to I was going to say toss in the oven. Hello, thank you so much for tuning in. This is the before, and this is the after. We just added some fresh cilantro and some chopped up tomatoes. It is still sizzling. It is that fresh, cheesy, ooey gooey deliciousness. Thank you so much for tuning in. Doesn't that look good? Can I get a thumbs up, people? Hello, Gabrielle. Thank you so much for tuning in. We just finished making the green chile chicken enchiladas. So this one is going to go into the oven for 20 minutos. 20 minutes at 375. Bingo. And that is it. So, still cilantro on my hands. You guys probably want to see. Thanks, Gabrielle. We cut into this dish, don't you? All right. That's what you came for, right? Let's see. Let me get a plate. Okay, Google. Play royalty-free Mexican music.
Sure. Here's Mexican Serenade royalty-free music on YouTube Music.
That's what I'm talking about. We need the music while I do this. We need the whole atmosphere. Here we go. Are you ready for this? Thank you, Gabrielle. I think they look delicious too. Thank you guys so much for watching me bake this and for cooking along with me. It's so cool that I get to cook with people from across the country. Oh. Okay, it just fell. I was looking at my feet. I was looking over there. All right, so what it's supposed to look like and what it happens when you drop it. Thank you for stopping by, Gabrielle. Thank you so much. All right, now we have to at least try this. You know what I mean? Let me get it for it. Holy moly, guys. Holy guacamole. You can add some hot sauce if you want to spice it up, but here we go. I'm going to take this bite. Delicious. Okay, here we go. Mmm. Okay, one is freaking hot. Hello! Thank you for joining. I'm actually taste testing right now. I already made the green chili chicken enchiladas. It's cheesy. It's delicious. Thank you so much for watching. Here we go. You get to watch me eat. Not sure that's what you tuned in to see, but here we go. It's so good, everybody. The cilantro is so refreshing against the fattiness of the cheese. This recipe has cheddar cheese and monterey jack cheese. You can make this with queso fresco. It's just so good. And I added some chopped tomatoes and some cilantro to make it look extra pretty. Okay, Google, can you play royalty-free Mexican music?
Sure. Here's a YouTube Music playlist called Royalty-Free Music, Salsa and Latin Flavors.
Romelo-san, thank you so much for tuning in. This is actually my first live video that I've done. I guess I did one before, but I was just practicing, and it's so much fun. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to Every Day with LA. This is how you make green chile chicken enchiladas fast and easy. This recipe is blowing my mind. Oh my gosh, yeah, you did miss everything. It's okay, I started at 5:30. That's okay, I'll be doing more recipes like this, and maybe next time you can cook along with me. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is Every Day with LA, how to make green chili chicken enchiladas. Thank you again, and happy eating.